Hey guys, Lugiamaster here, and today I'm here to talk about My Little Pony Season 9 and whether it can be saved, or rather, should it be saved. Now, MLP Season 9 is quite an interesting season. Personally, I don't think it's the worst season ever. Just to get that out of the way, I know that's probably a bit controversial, but I don't think it's the worst season. I just don't. Okay. Now, personally, with how MLP ended, because let's be real here, there is a season 10 in the comics. But we're just not going to count that for now. With how MLP ended on the TV show side, it wasn't the most satisfying ending. I could be worse endings out there. Me personally, I would have preferred like a 3 or 4-parter, just because this is the final season, you know? We're kind of building up to all these villains, just coming at you at the main 6 and whatnot. So that's why I theorized, back then, if you remember, I theorized that, it's going to be a 3 or 4-parter, where it's like, part of this, obviously you're going to have your regular slice of life episodes, and then you're going to have your episodes that specifically build up to the series finale. Of course, we had those, but we didn't get, what I thought was going to be a 3 or 4-parter. But, it is what it is. Now, there are people who want a whole new Season 9, or at least a revised Season 9. Yeah, I'm talking about Save MLP. But I don't think it's a realistic goal, honestly. Because I just don't see a petition working. I just don't see it. With how many signatures that you would need for Hasbro to even take a notice, I just don't see it being realistic. However, I think it gets a little bit worse when you're trying to buy stock and you're asking for people's donations and you're requiring $35,000. Now, I'm not hating or anything at all. This is just a bit of criticism, because what happens if you don't manage to reach that goal? You've essentially wasted people's money at that point, And I just don't think buying stock in the company of Hasbro is really going to convince them to remake Season 9 or bring back Equestria Girls, which, yes, to me, underrated. I would have loved to see that come back, but I have to be realistic here. It was not their most popular show. It just wasn't raking in the dough like the main series was. In fact, I think even the toy lines was just a complete failure compared to, the main line series. So yeah, there's that. But, I mean, hey, if you manage to get that $35,000 you need, impressive. I'll hand it to you. But right now, I just don't see it as a feasible goal. But look, I get it. Season 9 is not the greatest season. It's not the worst season either. Like I said earlier, if you ask me, this is controversial. I think Season 1 is the worst. Now, don't get me wrong. It has a great start to the series. It has some phenomenal episodes within the first season. But a lot of the episodes are misses. At least to me. I mean, sure, they're good popcorn episodes, to go back and watch, but just like overall, they're just, Still doesn't change the fact that I like the entire series of MLP, flaws and all, because why ask for perfection from a reboot? You know? I don't think it needs to be perfect. I don't think the series finale should be perfect. Yeah, I have my own wishes and whatnot for what season 9 could be, or could have been. Especially the worst episode of all time, in my opinion, being that final Dare and Do episode. I have my own. I'll probably make another video on that some other time. But I was still somewhat satisfied with how the series came to an end. It ended on a high note, you know? The series opened with a book and closed with a book. And I love that kind of symbolism. I love that kind of, ending where it's just like, you mirror the beginning of the series. Oh my god, is that beautiful. But no, to me, I just don't think we should go back and even try to do that. But if we're determined to do that, if we want, revised episodes, we can just do them as our own animations. Well, okay, maybe not that, but as fan fictions, sure. We could rewrite each episode in Season 9 in fan fiction form, We don't have to try to get Hasbro to go back to Season 9, because realistically speaking, that's a quadrillion in one shot. It's not realistic. It's not a realistic goal. But Save MLP does have a YouTube channel now, like an official YouTube channel, which I don't want to promote. I don't want to promote the petitions at all, because I think it's a petition and then a donation thing. I don't feel like promoting either one of those. But they do have their own YouTube channel, but they haven't posted any videos on there. Considering the following you have on Twitter, do you know how many subs you could be getting on your YouTube channel if you post some videos talking about your goal? Yeah, sure, everybody knows your goal on Twitter. And yeah, you have some subscribers on YouTube, and you have community posts, right? But imagine if you posted videos talking about each episode and what could have been done to make them better. Wow, that almost just sounds like my Legends of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zora series. And just talk about your goals in general for Save MLP. You could be getting so many views. You could be getting so much attention, But you haven't done that. You guys haven't done that on that YouTube channel yet. Maybe they do. Maybe they'll start making videos eventually. But I feel like that would get you a lot more ground. Which, yeah, again, it's just, I don't know. To me, I don't think it should be saved. I don't think Equestria Girls should be saved. Again, I would love to see Equestria Girls come back. I would love to see some of these toy lines come back. But this is Hasbro we're talking about. Last time I checked, they're not really about re-releasing old things, really, unless if it's like a very, very special occasion where they might do a little remake of something. I know they're kind of doing that with Transformers. They're not re-releasing old Transformer toys. They're remaking and remodeling and recoloring and all that. They're not really re-releasing the old sets. We're not gonna get the old Armada toys. We're not gonna get the old G1 sets, It's just not gonna happen. Yeah, and personally, and then there's G5. And from what I remember, part of their goal is to remake part of G5 or just get rid of it altogether. I remember at one point, I think they were about getting rid of G5 altogether. and do something new. But look, okay, yes, G5 is not great. It's not great at all. I personally love it. Also don't like it. At the same time, I have a like-dislike relationship with it. I think, personally, the animation gets better throughout each chapter. And the writing, too, honestly does get a little bit better, which I kind of wish Hasbro or Netflix just kept going with that. You know, they kept giving them a budget and kept giving them episodes, but nope. YouTube. the YouTube series just, gets more views and all that. I think they're done with it, though, and I think they're moving on to something else, which is kind of a shame, because, again, I like G5. I like the fact that it's a continuation of G4, like several years into the future. I honestly kind of like that. But it could have been executed way better. And I think there were some legal issues, I think, as to why they couldn't really go full on, sequel. I mean, sure, they have some references here and there, but I think there were some legal reasons because, like, FIM is a Canadian show and, well, Generation 5 is American-made, I think. I'm not an expert in this, so I think there's some other bronies who have talked about this and are way better at this than I am. But yeah, I just thought I'd give my thoughts here and just say, I wish, Save MLP luck. I wish them luck, the best of luck. But I'm just going to be realistic here and say it's not a realistic goal. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on MLP Season 9 and whether it should be, or can or should be remade or fixed, saved. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments section below. And yeah, if you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to join the Creeper Cat Army. Click that bell icon for notifications so you'll be notified every time I go live, upload a video, or make a YouTube short. I will see you later, recruits. Peace out.